From Shea Stadium, this is Kurt Berglund with Game 2 of my Pine Tar 1972 tournament with all of the 1972 teams that I've just finished creating for the Pine Tar baseball game. I'm going to give you information about how to purchase the set, either in PDF or in printed form, in just a few minutes. Over the next several weeks, I'm going to be doing this tournament as part of the offerings on my channel. Today is a Friday doubleheader to get things going. This is Game 2 of the doubleheader. Game 1 was the Texas Rangers at the Los Angeles Dodgers. If you haven't checked it out, I encourage you to do so. Quite a game. This one features seeds number 23 and 10 in Major League Baseball. They are seeded by win totals only. That's all I used. Not very creative, but that's what I did. The Philadelphia Phillies are the visiting team today. They will be at the New York Mets in Shea Stadium. The opposing pitchers, of course, a couple of Hall of Famers. Steve Carlton in 1972, his insane 27-win season for a 59-win ball club against Tom Seaver for the Mets. The Mets won 83 games in 1972, and of course, as any 10 seed against a 23 seed would be, the Mets would be a heavy favorite. So with all of that said, a couple of other things. No DH. It's 1972, so there's no DH anywhere in this tournament. And no as-played lineups. I'm making the lineups, which means, of course, that heads are exploding all over this great land of ours. But that's what we're doing. We're winging it. It's a tournament, and it's a lot of fun. Pine Tar baseball. Last thing is that Steve Carlton has an optional one-time re-roll to his... it's an optional rule that I put in place for the set, and that is a one-time re-roll for any non-strikeout out. For any non-strikeout out, or hit, or walk, or hit by pitch. So any result that is not a strikeout, Carlton can re-roll once throughout his time in a game. And so that may be a factor in this game as well. Let's get to the starting lineups. For the visiting 23 seed, 59 win, 1972 Phillies. Leading off in center field, it's Willie Martinez. Batting second at first base, Tommy Hutton. Batting third in left field, it's Greg Luzinski. Batting fourth in right field, Oscar Gamble. Batting fifth at third base, Don Money. Batting sixth behind the plate, Bob Boone. Batting seventh at shortstop, Larry Boa. And batting eighth at second base, it's Denny Doyle. On the mound is Steve Carlton, an A-plus pitcher the first two times through the order, and then he stays an A-plus. He has strikeout modifiers on 55 and 77. He can give you 8 innings or more if it's going well, and he had 41 starts in the 1972 season. He also hit well. For the homestanding 1972 New York Mets, Bud Harrelson leads off at shortstop. Ted Martinez bats second at second base. Willie Mays bats third at first base. Tommy Agee bats fourth in center field. Rusty Staub bats fifth in right field. Cleon Jones bats sixth in left field. Jones is sixth in left field. Fergosi bats seventh at third base. And Jerry Grody will bat eighth, and he's behind the plate. On the mound is Tom Seaver. He is an A-plus pitcher at home, and he stays an A-plus pitcher. A monster year for Seaver. Strikeout modifiers on 55 to 60 and 77. And he can go 7 innings and more if it's going well. That is the Mets lineup. We are ready to get started. But first, the purchasing information for the 1972 season set. Berglund.Kurt@yahoo.com is my PayPal account. $12.99 gets you the 72 PDF. $54.99 gets you the cards printed and shipped. And this is the 72 set. Willie Montanez stepping into the batter's box, and we are ready to get this one rolling. In New York at Shea Stadium with the airplanes flying overhead. The pitch. He walked him, and there's the leadoff batter for this game. We are underway. Tommy Hutton coming to the plate. He is the first baseman for the Phillies. 260 for Tommy on the season. Seaver the stretch and the pitch. This is to right field. Rusty Staub toward the line, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Now it's Luzinski, the bull, getting things started in his career. 281 in 72. And that's a broken bat job, base hit to center field. Montanez will, if I can get my fingers to work, stop at second base. And there's 2 on with 1 out for Oscar Gamble. Seaver in a first inning mess. 1 man out. Seaver the stretch. The pitch to Oscar. Is grounded to Mays at first base. He's going to race to the bag, and he's going to beat Gamble, and that will move the runners up, but there's 2 outs now. Montanez at third, and Luzinski at second with 2 outs for Don Money, who only hit 222 on the season. Seaver the stretch, the pitch. And we have a range check. Oh, no, we don't. It's ball 4. That's not a hit. It's a walk. And so Money loads the bases. The bases are dripping with Phillies. And there's 2 outs in the first. Bob Boone at the plate. Seaver the stretch. The pitch. Ground ball Mays. He's going to flip to Seaver covering. And Seaver gets out of a bases loaded first inning jam. The Phillies let a golden opportunity get away. We're going to the bottom of the first, and it's Steve Carlton against Bud Harrelson, then Ted Martinez, then Willie Mays in the Mets first. The pitch from Carlton to Harrelson is strike 3 swinging. 1 down in the first. Now it's Ted Martinez. 224 for Ted on the season. There's only 1 left-handed batter in the lineup against Carlton, and that's Rusty Staub. And that's because I can't take Rusty Staub out of the lineup. The pitch is looped to center field for Ted Martinez, and he's going to be on with a single. Now it's Mays. 1 out, 1 on for Willie. Carlton, the stretch. The pitch home. Hit to left, the bull. Luzinski toward the line is going to make the catch, and that's 2 outs. Martinez retreats to first, and now it's Agee. Pitch to him. Hey, struck him out. That retires the side. 2 strikeouts for Carlton in the first. We've played 1, and we're scoreless at Shea. Boa, Doyle, and Carlton coming up for the Phillies in the top of the second. Larry, 250 on the season. Slap to center field. Here comes Agee, and he's got it for out number 1. Now it's Doyle. Denny was 249 on the year. The pitch to him is to right, but not deep. This is Staub, and he's got it. 2 gone, and now Carlton. Steve was a good hitter in 72. Seaver's got to be careful. There's 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch to him is a base hit for lefty into left field. It drops in front of Cleon Jones, and Carlton's aboard. That'll bring up Montanez. Walked in the first. Seaver has not been flawless. The pitch. Base hit for Willie. That goes to right. It drops in front of Staub. Carlton stops at second. This is the 5th Philly base runner in 1 2/3 innings, but no runs yet. Hutton at the plate. Seaver in another mess. 2 outs, though. Hutton's 0 for 1. The pitch. Line shot at Mays. He makes the catch, and that retires the Phillies. They strand 5 in the first 2 innings. We have no score in New York. Carlton will get Staub, Jones, and Fergosi in the Mets' 2nd inning. Rusty, 293 and 72. What a hitter. That is ball 4. Staub takes his base, and the leadoff walk gives the Mets a little something going in the 2nd inning. Now it's Cleon Jones. 245 on the year. Carlton the stretch. The pitch home. Hey, struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for lefty. On the modifier. Now it's Fergosi. Jim, 232. The pitch. Ball 2. Ball 2 to Fergosi. Ground ball. Gloved by Money. He fires to Doyle for 1. The relay to Hutton is in time for a soul-crushing, rally-killing double play that ends the Mets' 2nd inning. 3rd inning action coming. Greg Luzinski, Oscar Gamble, and Don Money, the 3, 4, 5 hitters for Philly. We have no score in New York. Pitch. Hey, struck him out on his modifier. First strikeout for Tom Terrific. Now it's Gamble. 237 for Oscar. Ground ball. Fergosi. Jim's got it and fires to Mays at first for out number 2. Now it's Money. Don is no official at bats. He walked in the first. Seaver winds and delivers. Fly ball center field. Under it is AG, and that puts the Phillies away in the 3rd with Seaver's first 1-2-3 inning. We've played 2.5. No score in New York. Carlton will face Grody, then Seaver, and then the top of the Mets order with Bud Harrelson in the 3rd inning. Pitch to Grody. We have an error check. Error check. See where Jerry hit this one. It goes to Carlton. He gloves it and makes the play to Hutton, and there's 1 down. Now it's Seaver. Tom was a good hitter in 72. The pitch. He lost him. That's ball 4. Seaver takes his base as lefty walks the pitcher. Now it's Harrelson with 1 out. Ted Martinez on deck. Ground ball hit to Hutton. Tommy's got it, and he's going to take it himself to the bag. Seaver advances to second, and that'll bring up Ted Martinez with 2 outs. Ted singled in the first off Carlton. The pitch. Hit to left. It's the bull, and he's got it. We've played 3. No score in New York. Seaver, Carlton, pitcher's duel. Bob Boone, Larry Boa, Denny Doyle for the Phillies. 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up in the 4th. Boone 0 for 1, the pitch. Base hit for Booney to left. He's on with a single. Seaver. Mets infield looking for a bunt. Let's see if Boa delivers one. Seaver the stretch. The pitch home. Boa's bunting. Boa does. Bunts it right back at Seaver. He spins and fires to Harrelson for one. The relay to Mays not in time as Boa beats the Rapid first. So Boa bunts into a fielder's choice. And now it's Denny Doyle with one out. And Larry at first. Carlton is on deck. The pitch. Ground ball, Willie Mays. Willie turns and fires to Harrelson for one. The relay to Seaver is in time for a soul-crushing, rally-killing double play turned by the Mets. We've gone 3.5. No score in New York. The longer the Phillies hang around, the more possible a one-and-done upset becomes. Carlton is the pitcher in 1972. Of course, Seaver is wonderful as well. Mays, Agee, and Staub in the bottom of the fourth. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. That's Carlton's fourth. One gone in the fourth. Now it's Agee. Tommy struck out in the first. He's 0 for 1. The pitch. Combacker, gloved by Carlton. Lefty takes a few steps toward Hutton and throws him out. Now it's Staub. Rusty walked in the second in his only at bat. The pitch. Center field, not deep. Montañez will put it away for out number 3. We've played 4 complete in New York. No score. For the Phillies' 5th inning against Seaver, it's Carlton and then the top of the order with Montañez and Hutton coming up. Lefty 1 for 1. The pitch. Ground ball, Willie Mays. He's going to take it to first himself, and there's one gone in the Philly 5th. Now it's Montañez. Pitch from Seaver. Hit high to left, but not deep. Cleon Jones under it. Seaver's retired 5 in a row. Hutton now coming to the plate. Tommy is 0 for 2. Seaver winds and delivers a ground ball to Bud Harrelson. Bud gloves it and fires to Mays, and that retires the Phillies in the 5th. 6 in a row. Retired by Tom Terrific. We're halfway through this one. No score in New York. Carlton out. He will face Jones, Fregosi, and Grody in the bottom of the 5th for New York. The pitch to Cleon is grounded to Denny Doyle, and he's going to flip to Hutton for out number 1. 6 in a row retired for Carlton. Fregosi up now. 0 for 1 for Jim. The pitch, ground ball Doyle. He throws to Hutton, and there's 2 gone. Now it's Grody up with Seaver on deck. 2-10 for Jerry. He's 0 for 1. The pitch. Hey, struck him out for strikeout number 5. That retires the Mets in the 5th. We've played 5 complete. No score in New York. Seaver will get the Phillies 3, 4, 5 hitters in the 6th. Luzinski, Gamble, and Money. Pitch. Hayes struck him out. That's number 2 only for Tom, but it is 7 in a row retired for Tom Terrific. Now it's Gamble 0 for 2. Seaver winds and delivers, and it's ball 4. Ball 4. Gambles aboard, now money, 0 for 1 with a walk. Seaver the stretch, the pitch to Don. And that's a base hit for money to right field. It drops in front of Staub. Gamble all the way around to third base, and the Phillies have a scoring threat with 1 out in the 6th. Phillies at the corners. Now it's Boone. Mets defense is going to play back for 2. Boone is 1 for 2. The pitch. Base hit, Bob Boone to right field, drops in front of Staub. That's going to score Gamble from third. Money will stop at second. There's 2 on with 1 out and 1 man in. It's 1-0 for the 1972 Phillies, the 59-win ball club. Boa is up. Seaver has allowed 1 run. That may be all Carlton needs. Boa's 0 for 2. Larry is 0 for 2. Seaver the stretch. Checks money at second. The pitch home. Hey, struck him out. That's number 3 for Seaver. Cranking it into another gear. Now it's Doyle 0 for 2 with Carlton on deck. Money at second, Boone at first. The pitch home. To center, but not deep. AG under it. And puts it away. But the Phillies break out on top with a run on 2 hits. They leave 2 and lead the game now 1-0. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, Carlton will get Seaver, who will bat, then Harrelson, then Teddy Martinez. Carlton has not used his 1-time optional reroll yet. Seaver has walked. No official at bats. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. Strikeout number 6 for lefty. That's 9 in a row. And now Harrelson comes up. Bud is 0 for 2. Carlton has allowed 1 hit only, and it was to Ted Martinez in the first. The pitch. Line shot, gloved by Hutton. There's 2 down. And now Ted Martinez, the owner of that hit. Carlton has walked 2 men. He has struck out 6. The pitch. He struck him out. That's number 7, and it closes out the Mets' 6th inning. 11 in a row retired for Carlton now. He's on quite a string. We go to the 7th inning. Seaver coming out. His job, hold them where they're at. It's 1-0 Phillies. Upset, special, one-and-done tournament action in the making. Carlton leads off the 7th. He's 1 for 2 against Seaver. The pitch. Hit to center field, and this is AG. 1 down. Now it's Montañez, 1 for 2 with a walk. Phillies would love some insurance. This is hit to left. Cleon Jones toward left center will make the catch, and that's 2 down. Now it's Tommy Hutton, 0 for 3 for him. The pitch. Center field. AG one more time, puts it away, and that will retire the Phillies. In the 7th, it's time to stretch them out at Shea. 1-0 Philadelphia. Mays, AG, and Staub coming up for New York in the 7th. If you're liking the set, this is Pine Tar Baseball. Berglund.Kurt@yahoo.com is my PayPal account name. PDF $12.99. Printed shipped cards $52.99. I'm sorry, printed shipped cards $54.99. It's the 72 set. All right. Mays, Agee, Staub. 3-4-5 against Carlton. He walks Mays. Leadoff batter on. Agee coming up. He is the cleanup hitter for New York in this game. Carlton the belt. The pitch. Ground ball third. That's money. He goes to Doyle for one. The relay to Hutton is in time for a soul-crushing, rally-killing double play for the Mets. Turned by the Phillies on the Mets. Now with 2 outs and nobody aboard. The pitch. Walked him. Now it's Jones, 0 for 2. Carlton the stretch. The pitch home. Hey, struck him out on the modifier. That's number 8 for Carlton. We've played 7. It's 1-0 Philadelphia. 1-0 Philly. Seaver up now, or back on the bump. Seaver back on the bump. Luzinski, Gamble, and then Money in the 8th. The pitch. And Luzinski loops this one down the left field line. It's going to drop and get in the corner. Luzinski will make second, and there's nobody out. So with 2 outs, with nobody out, it's Gamble. Luzinski is at second, and the Phillies are going to run for him at this point. And it's going to be... they're not going to run for him. It's going to be Gamble against Seaver with Luzinski at second and nobody out in the 8th. The pitch. And it's a wild pitch. To third goes Luzinski. So now Gamble's ahead in the count, 1-0. Mets infield moves in. They're down 1-0. The pitch. This is to right field. It's to right field. Under it is Staub. Luzinski is tagging. The throw from Rusty to the plate. Luzinski will hold. Staub throws it to Grody on a line, and Luzinski doesn't risk it. Now with 1 out, Luzinski at third, Seaver the stretch. The pitch home to Money. Here comes the bull. It's a squeeze. Money bunts. Money. It's gloved by Mays. He fires to Grody, and they tag Luzinski out on the suicide squeeze attempt. Grody applies the tag. Luzinski is out. Money is safe at first. There's 2 outs now. They tried the squeeze, and it does not work. Still 1-0 Phillies. 2 outs in the 8th. Boone. And it's a range check. Get to the kitchen. Get to the kitchen for the love of God. It's a range check. 65 is for Bud Harrelson. And he does not make the play. It's a base hit. Stays on the infield. Money holds at second. 2 on, 2 out now for Boa. 0 for 3. Seaver the stretch. The pitch home. Base hit Larry Boa. Base hit Larry Boa. Here comes Money around third. They're going to wave him. Rusty Staub has an excellent arm. 0-20. They're going to shoot Money down at the plate. The throw is not in time. Boa drives home Money. It's 2-0 Phillies. Boone stops at second, and there are 2 outs. Doyle comes up now. Denny is 0 for 3. Carlton is on deck. 2-0 Phillies. The pitch to Doyle. Ground ball. Ted Martinez. He takes it on a knee and throws to Mays, and that retires the Phillies, but they add 1 run. On 3 hits, they leave 2. After 7 1/2, it's Philadelphia 2, New York 0 in Shea Stadium. Fregosi, Grody, and Seaver. 7, 8, 9 for the Mets coming up in the 8th. Carlton's re-roll still available. 0 for 2 for Fregosi, the pitch. Error check. Error check. Let's see where it goes. It goes to Larry Boa. He makes the play to Hutton, and there's 1 gone. Now it's Grody. Yogi Berra calling Grody back. No, he's not calling Grody back. He's got nothing better at this point. Grody's going to bat against Carlton. 1 hitter for lefty through 7 1/3. The pitch to Grody. Ground ball, Denny Doyle. He throws to Hutton, and there's 2 outs. Now there's Harrelson. I'm sorry, now it's Seaver, but they're going to... Milner's going to bat for Seaver. John Milner batting for Seaver. New pitcher will be McGraw, who's starting to throw in the bullpen. Milner can put a jolt into one. The pitch from Carlton. Grounded to third, knocked down by Money. He picks it up. He throws to Hutton. That retires the Mets in the 8th. Steve Carlton throwing a 1-hitter. It's Philadelphia 2, New York 0. We go to the 9th. McGraw is on. Seaver went 8 innings. Allowed 9 hits. He walked 3 men. And he struck out only 2. He allowed 2 runs. They're both earned, no home runs. He's in line for the loss. McGraw is on. He is an A-plus pitcher at home. He has strikeout modifiers on 55 and 77. He can go 2 if you need him. And he is on in the 9th. Carlton will lead off. Then the top with Montanez and Hutton. Neither of whom likes left-handed pitching. The pitch to Carlton, or none of whom. Hit to right, Staub, but not deep. And there's 1 down. Now, it's Montanez. 1 for 3. Hey, struck him out. That's Tuggs first. 2 gone in the 9th. And now it's Hutton. Staying in for that glove. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. 2nd strikeout for McGraw. That retires the Phillies in the 9th. We go to the bottom of the 9th. A 1-hitter by Carlton allowed to Ted Martinez. That's the only safety for the Mets. He has walked 2. He has struck out 8. 3. He's walked 3. He's struck out 8. Top of the order, Mets need 2 to stay alive, 3 to win it. Harrelson, Martinez, then Mays. The pitch. And it's a base hit for Bud Harrelson to left field. Bud is on. Now it's Martinez. 1 for 3 for Ted. Willie Mays on deck. The pitch. Center field. Willie Montanez. Oh, I'm sorry, 35. I can count. Hey, struck him out. Number 9 for Carlton. Now it's Mays, 0 for 2 with a walk for Willie. The tying run at the plate. Carlton the stretch, the pitch home. Ground ball, money. He goes to Doyle for one. The relay to Hutton, not in time. Willie Mays beats it out at first, and there's two gone now for AG. Carlton working on a two-hitter. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth. Phillies up 2-0. The pitch to Tommy Agee. Ground ball to Boa. He's going to go the short way to Doyle, and that will retire the Mets and end the ball game. A 2-0 victory for 27-win Steve Carlton in round 1 of the 1972 Pine Tar Tournament. Wow. Carlton beats Seaver 2-0. The line no save, complete game, 2-hitter for Carlton. The line score for this one, for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies, 2 runs on 9 hits. They committed no errors. For the vanquished 72 and eliminated 72 Mets, no runs on 2 hits and no errors. Winning pitcher Carlton, losing pitcher Seaver. The Phillies advance to round 2. Join me again for more 1972 Pine Tar Tournament action. Berglund.Kurt@yahoo.com is where to get the set. $12.99 gets you the PDF. $54.99 gets you the printed and shipped set. Thank you so much for joining me. Please subscribe to my channel. I need your subscriptions. Have a good day. So long, everybody.